Peace. Think fast. Sometimes spirit have me, release these downloads quickly on a vibe of like telling me like, hey, just drop this breadcrumb right now. You may not be able to logically explain it. You may not be able to use logic to, help people to understand it. Like it gotta be to just for people to resonate with it, and it's for people who also may be drawing the logical connections right now. But it's certain little insights that I be drawn to share, without much explanation, and it be a vibe that's very strong about it too. It's like, but share, like, But right now, feeling the download as this. I was listening to a video and it talked about people opening up to there's a lot of dragon energy opening up, and I'm like, all right, that's too many references for me not. And then all the references started adding up to show me like how self started lining it up to show me, like where I remember being in LA and somebody told me I had this dragon energy connected with me, and I think about the video I did about the ancestors being from around, almost like breathing fire, like, so a lot of us not only dealing with like psychic mediums, why they always portray like smoking or dealing with tobacco or stuff like that. With the tobacco also is like being blown in the face during ayahuasca ceremonies for grounding, but it has a nice but like a good energy to it in the essence of connecting with the ancestors. But long story short, I had that reference, and then I kept coming across anime, where that dragon energy was very evident in certain characters. And then recently my research, dealing with Set, and the Kundalini, of course, that's kind of common, common knowledge, but something pushed me to do a little extra and look up, the Draconis, constellation, and then also its connection with being a North Star, and how like it once was the area of the pole star, so to speak, that what they had called a North Star at one time, or it once was the North Star, what they call the North Star. But again, like, some of us may be connected to this dragon energy, and I felt like those of us who kind of like just really, like to smoke, like we just smokers, like and more so on the herb level, Now, of course, with us just being in whatever environment we're in, it may be tobacco or the harmful way, because say for instance, like even with now smoking herb with, cigarillos and these cigars, that may have these certain chemicals in it, but it does have the tobacco vibes we're looking for in essence. But I feel there's some type of connection with people who may have a certain type of dragon energy that they're connected with the vibe of, liking the smoke, like regardless of what in the new age, like in the ancestral advice, and I say ancestral advice, but like what I'm saying, like, or like, or should I say like advice from elders or advice about health or this and that, like we just still like, like we gravitate towards our smoke. And it, something just told me to share, again, everything is not lined up logically, it's just a little breadcrumb, to add to the situation. But yeah, I thought about that recent research, again, like doing my little extra research on the energy of Draconis. And I think I talked about it in a video about like too, is gonna be in like 21,000 years. Yeah, 21,000 years is gonna be that that North Star again, in essence. And I was like, wait, that probably was the North Star during the fallen days, in essence, you know. But like again, I realize there's all these deeper connections to these different star families, you know, these different energies, but definitely some type of connection with that dragon energy, you know. But just wanted to share that. And the inevitable, and I say inevitable, but you know, the smokers that just love to, you know, breathe that fire. Some type of connection with that dragon energy, you know. Because again, when we think reptilians, we just automatically again lump it all with the government, you know, and stuff like that. But there were reptilian beings who were you know, divine. Like there's different, you know, again, there's so many different star families and energies, in essence, and star families, for lack of a better word, you know. But just these certain energies, you know, and the projected outward stars are, you know, internally inside us. These constellations exist inside us. That's why some of us resonate with different energies, you know, of different star systems, you know, stronger than others. But just wanted to share that. That's all I have to say about that. Peace. Happy now. Now's a vibrator course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now.